Hello, YouTube. Today, oh, start timer. Okay, today, I'm thinking, as I said in the description, I think in the description I said, should do either Villager Trading Hall or Froglight Farm. I'm thinking we kind of work at both. So, Froglight Farm is something I've been wanting to do, like basically since we started. Partially because Froglight Farms are just kind of fun. But but mainly because once we have a Froglight farm, we can just spam Froglights everywhere, which will make it safer, but also like more creepers will spawn in our creeper farm and this kind of thing. So I'm thinking we work on both the Villager Trading Hall and the Froglight farm today, because okay, I do need to make sure that monsters aren't gonna kill our villagers if I don't sleep immediately. But yeah, we'll work on both because what we'll do is we'll get two frogs, get them making some tadpoles, and then while they're making tadpoles and while the eggs are hatching into tadpoles, we'll go. We'll be getting more villagers slotted in. Why can I not place stuff right now? Okay, villagers should be nice and safe now from monsters and pillagers and whatnot. Unless they happen to be able to shoot right there, which I'm going to guess they can't, but I don't actually know. Okay, so so we do already have one frog. Do I still have the lead? I do. Okay, yeah, so we'll go ahead and try to find... Actually, take some of these. We're going to go ahead and try to find another frog. And we want to make... I'm going to say we want to make at least, like, 9 tadpoles. So I've made a Froglight farm before in, like, my Minecraft server I have with friends and this kind of thing. I made a Froglight farm before. And I had 12 frogs when I did that, which honestly was overkill. I had 12 frogs and 2 spawning layers, and I now have like 6 double chests of froglights, and I don't think I'm ever going to use them all. I set up a shop and everything, and like some other people have purchased some, but genuinely, there are so many froglights, we're never going to go through them all. So obviously, we don't want that much. I'm thinking only 1 spawning layer for magma cubes, and then 9 frogs should be able to comfortably take care of that. Maybe even only 6. I could try and make sure that I, like how I set up the farm, I could try and make sure that we can always add more. I'm just not sure if it's best to... Oh, I thought that pumpkin was a frog. I'm just not sure if it's better to aim above the necessary amount so that it's done and dusted, but... Oh. Hey there. Dang, that was actually quite a ways out there, wasn't it? Okay. But they should be able to keep up, I believe. Let's make sure he doesn't go into the pit there. I think they really just buffed leads recently. Especially with being able to attach them to boats, but also just like in general. Like I think they break way less often. You can just run, you can sprint jump and the lead will still stay connected. You can pull them up blocks really easily. Like, I can probably even pull them up this. Yeah, see, you would not have been able to do that last time I was playing Minecraft. Well, last version that I played before this one, which I think was 1.21.10. But I guess it's nice, but there's certain difficulties of Minecraft that we just don't have to deal with anymore, and I'm honestly a little sad on the whole. I won't complain right now, mostly because, like, it is making this froglight situation so much easier, but gosh darn it, Minecraft doesn't need to be easy, okay? Okay, so we've got him in the boat. And we're honestly going to do it pretty close to the villager trading hall, just so I can work on both at the same time easily. So yeah, like right there. We just needed some blocks to trap them in so that they won't escape. So let's see. I think they need a little bit of ground. Oh wait, I just remember that we need slime balls, which I think we have some of. So that'll be fine, but I don't have a slime farm yet. So okay, so I'm pretty sure they can jump over this. Do I just Google real quick how high can frogs jump in Minecraft? They can jump up to 8 blocks. Woo! Well, we'll just make a ceiling. That's fine. We just want some light in there of some kind. I can yoink a torch from over here, I think. Yeah. As for how to get out and in, we'll just... maybe we'll just have a little ducking mechanism over here. That should be fine. On second thought, this should be right here. Because then I can leave it like this to keep the frogs in. Right. And then torch. And I can use dirt, it's fine. Doesn't need to look nice. I'm going to tear this thing down later anyways. Okay, let's go grab the slime, then we'll... so I think I've just got some kicking about in a chest. Oh, I still have another boat. One day all the lily pads will be gone, but that day is not today. Okay, I've got 7 slime balls, which means we can breed them 3 times. So I guess we'll get however many frogs you get from breeding 3 times. Which I'm pretty sure they make multiple tadpoles, right? Like, isn't it they lay eggs and then each set of eggs gives you 3? So in theory, we might actually be hitting the 9 that I was hoping for. Whatever. We'll start with 1. We'll see how many tadpoles we get. I'll make some buckets. Okay. we should probably make this down low as well. So like if we put it like that, we basically have like a little airlock system. Okay, good luck with your eggs. Wait, can you get a bucket of tadpole eggs? Is that a thing? I feel like it's not a thing. We are going to want to make some more buckets, though, to get tadpoles. How long do tadpoles take to hatch? I don't know anything about this process, really. It's been a hot minute. So we'll make some buckets. And then I'm going to once again Google real quick. How long do frog eggs take to hatch in Minecraft? Apparently up to, in theory, if the internet is to be trusted, which it generally isn't, but this is probably close enough. Up to 10 minutes, at which point it will make, oh, hello. At which point it will make up to, it will make 2 to 5 tadpoles. Hello there. Blue ice, pale oak logs, cherry saplings. I don't think any of those things are useful. I'll double check. What is he drinking? Why? Oh, is it like during the night? I guess that would make sense. Baked potatoes and milk buckets for emeralds. That's kind of useless, especially since it's a limited supply. Blue orchids, cherry saplings. Yeah, nothing here is useful. Except maybe blue ice. But I gotta go to a cold biome for frogs anyway, so... Anyway. Oh. If wandering traders could restock, they might actually be useful, but they can't. To my knowledge. Okay. I don't know why I'm obsessively checking the frogs. Let's get back to villagers. Oh yeah, and I've got more leads now. Oh, so I could take 4 villagers over at a time. So there, I don't know why I said that weird. There, and there is where we'll be putting villagers. And I think we should make them all armor smiths. Which means I need to get some stone smelting. Because we need 4 blast furnaces. We also need 4 smithing tables, but that's easy. With an iron farm. But yeah, we need 4 blast furnaces, which means we need 12 smooth stone. Plus a bunch of iron, but once again, that's easy. Now, do I already have enough cobblestone kicking around to just get started on that smelting? I don't think I do. Okay. So if we need 12, that's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then honestly, we'll get these smelting immediately, and then we'll come back. We gotta start getting... Wait, no, we don't gotta start getting more. We'll just smelt some in each of these at a time. We got some coal or something, right? Oh, more buckets. Do we not have coal? Okay, we don't really have any coal, it seems. But we've got other fuel sources. Wood, if nothing else. we can just use this, I guess. Maybe you can't. Well, let's just real quick. Do that. Surely, though, this can be used. Wait, really? Oh, I guess it's supposed to not be flammable. Right. Okay, okay, okay. And all of my logs are down there. Okay. Let's just get them started with this. Wait. What is happening right now? Okay, let's go chop this tree. Okay, I said we didn't need to get more cobblestone for furnaces, but honestly we will, because we don't have anything better to do right now. Because we have deep slate, cobble deep slate, which you can turn into furnaces, but better to save that stuff. So 4 furnaces comes at a 32 cobblestone value, which means we need 4 more. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Don't think I've ever sneezed on stream before. Okay, and then all these will be furnaces. We'll need to make a trip back to the iron farm before we can finish crafting the blast furnaces, though. I think this one started first. Okay, yeah, and then we'll head back over. It's weird that I can actually faintly remember when blast furnaces were first added to Minecraft. I remember... Ah! That was not really bad. I remember just, like, playing Minecraft and being like, what? Different furnaces? This is crazy. Back in the days when I was still only playing Pocket Edition of Minecraft. The Dark Ages. Okay, we want to get some iron. What the frick? How is that guy on fire? You know what? Right now, we're not gonna question it. We're just gonna craft ourselves some blast furnaces. Alright, and then we're gonna get 2 sets of villagers, which I'm sure we still have that many villagers, right? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I guess I kind of forgot. Goodness gracious. I will need to kill all these iron mobs at some point. Okay, yeah, you get out of here. This is a villager-only situation. Okay. And then we'll pull you down here. And then honestly, break that. There we are. Just need one more there. Wait, can I like connect them? Huh. Well, whatever. I can just hook them both. Probably. We'll see if this works. I've got kind of some tight areas to go through, so. Should be fine though, right? Yep. This is what I mean by leads got ridiculously buffed. Just feels wrong that I can do this. Hang on, let's check real quick. Oh, we've got tadpoles. Okay. Okay, because we want to scoop these guys up before they turn into frogs, because if we wait till they turn into frogs, then we won't be able to pick which type they are. Okay. Is there any science to this except just kind of spamming? I guess I should turn on hitboxes. Okay, so that was... Oh, dang, that was 5. That's the max you can get, is what I was reading. Okay. Okay, excuse me. Okay, we want to skip the night again. Okay, we'll just put the tadpoles there for now. But hey, if we get 4 or 5 in this next set of tadpoles, dude, we're set. In fact, I'll just craft the rest of the buckets I want. Which would be that. Which I guess I shouldn't have filled them up yet. But, you know, it's fine. I don't need inventory space right now. Okay, so we'll need... I guess I could just use these. And this. Okay. Now we're going to be bringing these guys around back. Honestly, we'll just head down and get a load of the situation. Ah! It's fine. Can't they? There we go. Okay, so we're getting these 4 spots in at the same time. But we should probably do it in 2 sets. Yeah, okay, there's that villager's there. Okay, so first of all, break that. And then we want to bring these guys up here. Oops. Oh, 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 oh. Okay. Minecraft is such a weird game. Oh, wait, 1 second. I just realized I forgot to set myself to do not disturb on Discord. Which isn't necessarily a problem, but it'd be weird if I had ping sounds going on during a live stream. Okay, so now they can't get out that way. block that. So we'll break this. Gotta go in there. Don't tell me one of these guys claimed it. Okay, well, what we can do now, I suppose, is we can, first of all, we'll use this. We'll trap this guy in. I guess we'll just keep breaking it till he decides he wants the profession. Surely one of these guys can't claim it if they're in a boat, right? What if I... There it is. Nice. So yeah, apparently they were claiming it. We need to steal all these back. Oh yeah, we don't want this to be a trapdoor anymore. We want... okay, then we gotta do the same thing over here, which honestly I'm gonna build our little floor out of slabs just because I don't have tons of dirt. It's fine, I got tons. Okay. And we just want to bring them up here, which hopefully actually the slabs won't get in the way weirdly, right? Can I get around? Hang on. Huh? There it is. Okay, then we just gotta bring them a little more this way. Okay, then we wanna those up. And as always, there's something weird where one of them just wants to. Oh, okay, okay. If we put that there and that there. Yeah. Yeah. Nice. Okay, that went rather smoothly. Okay, and then we'll want to... And we'll get to trading with them in a minute. Actually, first, we'll trade with the other guys for a bunch of emeralds. Because they've probably been restocking this kind of thing. I've been taking advantage of that, so... I guess I don't have a ton of iron right now anyways. But, alright. Dankeschön. 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 Which, by the way, Dankeschön is, thank you much in German. Alright, still don't know how that's happening, but one day we'll fix it. Okay, I've got both the boats, and I've got the leads. Genuinely, so many iron golems. Yeah. So many villagers, it's so nice. Oh, cat. Oh, because it probably considers this area a village. Actually, yeah, those guys might be spawning more iron golems. That might explain the... Oh, wait. It actually snapped a lead. This is crazy, guys. Alright, that's just a little more comfortable to get them through there. I gotta clear out some more trees over here. Maybe smooth the ground out a bit. Okay. I think we're gonna go around this direction instead. Oh, let's check on tadpoles real quick. Oh, we've got tadpoles. I don't know if time is flying or if it's not taking the 10 minutes that Google was estimating. But, whatever the case, we have tadpoles. How many? 4? Oh, that is so perfect. Alright. There we have it. I guess we could use these frogs too. I'm honestly inclined to just leave them here for now in case we want more frogs later. Does it happen to be... No, it doesn't. I don't like working in the rain. We'll take over one batch of villagers at a time, which means that they should be able to go along a thin little slice like this. Which is so ugly, but we can always... Very nice. How's your dog today? It's good. I personally don't have a dog, so I guess I don't have any real conversation to have about a dog. This area is so ugly. But yeah, villager trading hall today. Also, froglight farm road. We've been breeding some frogs in there. We've got a bunch of tadpoles. True. It's that birthday present that you later realize is kind of a chore. So yeah, so froglights, while I'm putting these villagers in, I'll do a little explanation here. So froglights, basically, frogs can eat the smallest size of slime, but they can also eat the smallest size of magma cube. And when they eat the smallest size of magma cube, they poop out a froglight. And the color of the froglight is dependent on the color of the frog. And since there's three different colors of froglight, that means there's 3 different types of items that we can add to the list when we get this set up. Maybe, kind of. It depends on how strict you want to be about certain things, but eventually they'll be added to the list, even if they're not added today, is the point. Anyway, so... Oh, yeah, I gotta make some smithing tables. Which I don't actually remember how you make those right now. Okay, yeah, it's easy. So the way you do the farm is you basically make a magma cube farm where you have a little spawning platform, and then typically you have an iron golem to lure the magma cubes to the middle, and they fall down. And then ideally we would want powdered snow because if you have a layer of powdered snow, it will it'll kill the larger magma cubes. That's not what I wanted to make. It'll kill the larger magma cubes to get them to the small size so that the frogs can eat them. But it'll also keep the frogs from hopping up onto the spawning platforms. I'm so used to GSIT. This is bad. Okay. Okay, so we are good to go with these guys. I don't know what just happened, and I don't think I want to. Okay, one of you just split yourselves into... One of you get into the... Perfect. Perfect. Oh, yeah. I'm turning stone into cobblestone. You know, it's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. Alright, let's grab these guys. We'll just put the one over there down first, if we can. Stop making it ideal in the way that I don't want it to be ideal. Okay. Get. Just, eh? Did that do something? That work? Perfect. No. And then we just want to... Oh, it's beautiful. And very loud, but that's alright. Okay. So, let's get a little more emeralds. And start leveling some of these guys up, because potentially some of these guys are going to also give us the iron trades, which I guess we don't actually need terribly bad. Do we want diamond tools or diamond armor more right now? I guess we have diamond tools. So probably diamond armor. Which means we want to level one of these guys up, which we'll just start with the guy at the end. I don't really care about iron boots. We'll just... Okay, I think what we learned last time is you trade for like 3 or 4, and then you wait a sec. Yep. And they give you a discount. Okay. Ah, nice. And I have no emeralds left, but we'll be leveling him up with the iron trade later on. This guy is expensive. Okay, we'll just go look at some more iron if we've got it. But we'll move on to tadpoles in just a sec here, because we need to hatch 3 tadpoles. Goodness gracious. Yeah, okay, we're not finishing villager trading right now, but we need to hatch 3 tadpoles. I'm never gonna use these iron axes, are I? We're gonna get rid of like... Ah, frick, I was too close. Okay, we're just gonna leave these here to despawn. We'll keep 1 row just in case it's somehow useful, but I highly doubt it. Okay, so we don't need any of this right now. Okay, we'll use this as a throwaway block. We'll get the rest of the tadpoles out here. Okay, so we need to go on a little quest. We need to hatch 3 tadpoles in each of warm, temperate, and cold biomes. and then we need to bring them back. So I suppose we're doing this. We're hatching 3, and then we're bringing all 3 back, and we're calling that good. So, swamp is a temperate biome, I'm pretty sure. Why do I see villagers? Why do I see villagers out and about? That's not supposed to happen. How'd they get out? I have no idea how the villagers got out. I guess it's fine. Seriously, this place right now is a mess of villagers and iron golems, and I gotta screw that. I gotta fix that. I mean, that's the problem I gotta fix, really, is I gotta make iron golems stop landing on there somehow. But, okay. So, point is, temperate biome we got covered, because there's like a plains-ish thing right there. Warm biome and cold biome, though. That is a little more tricky. I'm not sure. Iron golem fields. Real. Yeah, I'm not sure I know where I definitely don't think we know where a cold biome is. I think we might know where a warm one is, but we'll probably just pull up the seed map in a sec here and see what's nearest. I need to stop. That's the second time I've been checking out the wrong stuff in my inventory today. Okay, oh, I forgot to bring a bed, but that's fine. We'll just get one from my house, and then we'll head off. So, we could also just bring enough boats that we could bring the frogs back via the ocean if we're connected. But, yeah, we'll just craft a new bed, light gray. Okay. Now, yeah, I can't immediately see any, so while the sun's setting, we'll go ahead and go to seed map. And we want the seed from right here. Okay, so we're looking for biomes. Sorry, it's just going to be the intermission screen for a minute while I'm looking at this. Okay, hang on. Savannas are warm biomes. We're going to start by looking for a warm biome. I'm not sure if this thing's working. Wait, what's that? Oh, that's a beach. If this takes much longer, then I'll figure out how to capture this in OBS as well. Okay, there's a frozen ocean. There's a snowy plains way out there. Wait, it's supposed to be highlighting savannas. Wait, there's a huge savanna right here. Savannas are warm biomes. Okay, so we just need to find where a cold one is. There's one out that way that's connected via the ocean. That's probably good. We'll do the savanna first, though. We'll do plains last, because that one will be easiest, I think. So, savanna, we're looking at like -400, like -500, +500, honestly. So watch some frogs, and we'll get them back. I guess not hatching frogs. We're making tadpoles grow up, which might take a while, to be honest. Kind of a slow process, because you can speed it up if you have slime balls, but we have 2 slime balls left, so yeah, not really planned. Oh yeah, we'll also have to figure out the nether portal situation before we make a froglight farm, because it's weird and janky. And I think I figured out recently what's going wrong. Why the nether portal links properly when we go in on that side, but it brings us back over here. I think I know why. But, okay, so somewhere out this way. Well, and if we ever need mud, we've got a nice big mangrove swamp right there, it looks like. So that's nice. I think it's because I think the nether portals are linked like that because if your nether portal is, how do you say this? Like if your nether portal is, okay, if your nether portal is going to be in a lava ocean, I think it pushes it to the nearest not lava ocean spot, right? And I think what's happening is that it's linking up to that spot where it's not lava ocean. And when we go in, but when we come out, it's moved it way over. So the way we would test this is we would pull up a like nether coordinates to overworld coordinates calculator, and then see if they match up, if that makes any sense. But a lot of animals around here. Probably just leave them to stay here in the chunks because we're going to need some cows and some sheep and such later. Yeah. Wait, armadillos. Actually, it'd be really nice to get an armadillo about now. I mean, not really now as opposed to any other time, I suppose, but yeah, look right here. Armadillo scutes. They apparently just dropped these. Like they just like eggs drop. Sorry, like eggs drop. Like chickens drop eggs. Armadillos just drop scutes, which means it's going to be one of the easiest little farms to make. Even though I don't think I'll ever use the armadillo scutes. You know, this will probably stay loaded. Yeah, you can make dog armor. I'm just not sure that I'll be getting dogs anytime soon. Or maybe at all. I don't know. It's not really a dog-friendly world, if that makes sense. I'm doing weird technical farm kind of stuff. Okay, I'm pretty sure the tadpoles are going to stay loaded while I go get the coordinates of our nether portal. And then I might even pop through it and get the coordinates on that side. And then once again, we can see if they match up while we're waiting for tadpoles to grow up. So, okay. So this side coordinates, I'm just going to take a screenshot. And then we'll pop through. Take another screenshot. That pig has been on quite the journey. I don't know why I hit tab to see online players so instinctively. But like literally, if I'm running along like this, I start holding down tab. And it doesn't do anything in single player. But anyways, we've got some coordinates. We're going to go chill by the tadpoles. And I'm going to pull up a nether coordinate thing. Checking for Herobrine. Okay, sun, it's like noon, so yeah, I don't think we should have any issues. I am gonna block this up while I'm not here because I don't want I don't want them to grow up and then run away while I'm here. So, nether coordinates calculator. any one of these should work. So overworld coordinates, let me get the screenshot up. Our nether coordinates were negative 319. And our z coordinate was 337. Does that match up? It says yes. Okay. Yeah. So that nether portal, that's where we the one that's where we don't want the nether portal to be, right there, does match up coordinate wise to the one in the nether. Which means that we'll want to get the overworld coordinates of the nether portal that we want to have, and then we need to use the nether coordinate calculator again to get the nether version of that, and then we can go back to the nether through this other portal, and then we need to build a new nether portal where the calculator leads us. I don't know if any of that made sense, but that's the process. More armadillos. And a baby armadillo. And another armadillo scoop. I'm just gonna get some wood while I'm here. Might as well do something. I don't see any frogs over there, so we're probably fine. They drop these things all the time, dude. Still no frogs? I don't know how long ago I put these guys down, and I also don't know how long it's supposed to take, so I guess we just keep chopping for the time being. Wait, mushrooms? On a fallen oak tree in the middle of a savanna? That is weird, honestly. So I think warm biome gives us the like white-ish frogs, or is that cold? I can't remember. I think it's the white-ish frogs, and they give us purple shroomlights, not shroomlights, froglights. And then I think temperate gives us orange, and then cold gives us green. Yeah, sun's starting to set. There we go. Weird zoom up of the side of my head, but okay. My brain really wants to drop down and get those mini drops, but there wouldn't be a good way to get out without releasing tadpoles. Well, I guess it probably wouldn't release the tadpoles, but nonetheless. Where's my frogs? Watch as I walk away, they immediately all turn into frogs, jump out, and then just start running away somehow. And then the rest of the stream is just tracking down frogs. More armadillo scutes. Doesn't sound that bad. I mean, it would be interesting for sure, I suppose. Wait. Can mushrooms just actually spawn in savannas? I thought that was like a dark oak forest kind of thing. I suppose, yeah. Oh, that's weird. Oh. Yeah, those despawned. Good. If those have despawned, how long do tadpoles take to grow up? I figured it was like, 5 minutes or whatever. But I mean, they're still here, and I'm pretty sure it's been more than 5 minutes. Alright, time to consult the all-knowing Google. How long for tadpoles to grow in Minecraft? Oh, apparently it's a full Minecraft day. So it should be 20 minutes. Well then, I guess we keep chopping trees. Why do tadpoles take so much longer? Don't most animals take like 5 or 10 minutes or something? Maybe it is a Minecraft day, actually. That actually sounds right. Maybe I just don't breed animals very much anymore. That's actually super sick. Yeah. There's probably some kind of system of some kind that makes enough sense, but come back to check on the frogs. Well, tadpoles. But yeah. I keep hearing sounds from armadillos that make me go, whoa, because I don't hear those sounds very often, and I'm like, wait, frogs? Which doesn't make any sense, but I did just remember that we're going to have to do this 2 more times with 2 other sets of frogs. Oh, goodness. Maybe we can do 2 at the same time. Like, we absolutely could have, it's too late now. We're not going to do it at this point. But we absolutely could have been hatching or growing temperate frogs in the plains biome right here at the same time as we were doing the warm frogs. Yeah, absolutely could have. Regretting having not. But when we get to the chunk loaders, it's true. Actually, I don't know how to do a chunk loader well. But yeah, when we get to the cold biome stage, we'll almost certainly have a temperate biome nearby that we can do both at the same time with. Can't you do a chunk loader with just a ender pearl stasis chamber now? I'm vaguely remembering that happening and being a big deal or something. But there's also... Oh, yeah! Yeah, okay, I think I remember that now. But for a second I was about to also say, like, oh, yeah, also, we also just have spawn chunks. And I was like, wait. No, we don't have spawn chunks, actually. They got rid of those in, like, 1.21.6 or something. Which is kind of sad, because otherwise we would have a lot more iron. There we go. I don't even know what we're going to do with this acacia wood. I guess it depends on how we decide to decorate the storage room. Oh, dang. Dang. Honestly, actually, there's not really anything I need from underground right now. Huh? Huh? Frogs! Okay, okay. I think we're just gonna put them all on leads. That'll be easiest at this point. So, I'll just... Okay. Alright. Let us away. It's actually so funny that you can pull frogs around like this, because they're clearly not meant to be going at these speeds. Let's dodge the little cave. There are 2 chunk loaders, one with nether portals that loads 16 chunks around, one that with... Oh, I see. So like the... Yeah. Okay. Whoa. That was interesting. Yeah. So we'll probably be able to just do... If we need chunk loaders at any point, we could probably... Wait, would chunk loaders make an iron farm work? Because actually, I will set that up, like, when we get there. If that will work with iron farms. back to the house. Okay, yeah. So once we're back and frogs are secured. Yeah, I guess I would figure, I don't know. I want to say that there's like tiers of chunk loading, but maybe I'm pulling this out of nowhere. I don't know. Of like, you know, this type of chunk loading can load entities, but this one can just do blocks or whatever. But I'm probably pulling this out of nowhere. All right. Well, does say something about lazy loading, but I don't know what the difference is yet. Yeah. Hang on. Can you sleep and still have things attached on leads? Yes. Okay. Okay, we'll head this way. With the remains of several nether portals strewn about. But so yeah, we'll get the frogs. Whoa. Okay, we'll get the frogs secured. Which means we'll probably just put them on a fence post somewhere around here. This way. We'll put them on a fence post somewhere. And then we'll pause on the rest of the frogs for a few minutes. While we get a chunk loader set up. And I felt like there was something else we were going to set up. What am I forgetting? Oh, yeah, just figure out the nether portal coordinates. So I guess, yeah, I'm going to pauses all the entities. Yeah, okay, that probably means it doesn't work for iron golems. Which is too bad, because once again, the spawn chunks used to be the way you get iron so crazily, but not anymore. Okay. Guess the frogs are inside now. Alright, let's just figure out this real quick. So if we're at negative 211, 129. So negative 211 and 129. So nether side, that should be negative 27 and 16. Wait, did I say that right? Yeah, negative 27 and 16. Okay. I guess if you put like 16 stasis chambers for every chunk, it'll work. Oh, so if I'm catching this correctly, the chunk that the Ender Pearl is actually in is going to be loaded like fully and properly, but but it's not going to do that for yeah, okay, yeah. Oh goodness. Okay, I need to make an exact plan of what I'm doing here. I think what I'm doing is, oh actually wait, we gotta go break that other nether portal. I don't have a boat. Okay, that's fine. So we gotta go break that one. We only need to break one block of it, but we need to make sure that that one's not lit anymore. And then we need to go in to the nether from our portal right by the house, and then break the nether portal on that it leads to, and then we need to go up to the nether roof. Unless we already have a portal in the nether roof. I want to say we actually don't right now. Well, we need to break whatever portals it leads to. We need to make sure there's no nether portals on the nether side, pretty much. And then we want to assume, yeah. And then we want to go to those exact coordinates that I just said into the chat in the nether on the roof and build another portal there. Okay, that's all that's necessary. And we should probably just get some more, though, because we need 10. One day we'll have the efficiency 5 netherite pickaxe, and we will not be dealing with this. Every time an entity goes to the portal, it fully loads the chunk on the other side for 15 seconds, as well as 8 chunks around that chunk. Yeah, so if we built a nether portal chunk loader, that should probably do it. So I guess the nether portals are the best for, but more complicated setup. Yeah, because you got to have, you're checking items and like collecting it on the other side with mine cards or something. I don't know. I haven't built one of these in ages. Okay. So yeah, you know what? We'll get our nether portal, our first nether portal situation figured out. And then we'll look at chunk loaders, maybe? Maybe we should look at frogs. Well, to be honest, I got kind of ahead of myself with getting frogs because we don't have a farm to put them in yet. So we should probably finish this nether portal situation, and then we should look at froglight farms. And then after that, we can decide, after we've built the froglight farm, we can think about whether we want to breed frogs, or not breed frogs, whether we want to get tadpoles grown into frogs, or if we want to build a chunk loader. Chunk loader is probably the better option because then we'd be getting iron while we were taking care of frogs. So that's probably the plan. We'll see if all that happens during this stream though. We've got about 45 minutes left, so we'll see. Okay, yeah, so we're going through this nether portal, which I think we're fine. Wait. We need to be able to get to the nether roof, because I actually think it's not putting us in the nether roof right now. Which does require our last ender pearl, I believe. So I need to make sure that I actually do this correct. I guess the backup is the boat method, which takes a lot longer, though. Yes, it is not putting us in the nether roof right now. Is there still a portal? There's still a portal. Nether portals are jank, man. I feel like that's one of the main things that about the immersive portals Minecraft mod. It's actually one of the main things I love, is that aside from just making nether portals awesome, it also just makes them not a nightmare with linkage, because one nether portal always links to the same nether portal once they're set up. Okay, so we need to find one at Y level 27, I believe. Where's targeted block? Over there. So that's 25. Oh, that should be 27. Okay, I need to remember exactly how you do this. So you put a ladder here, and then you just throw an ender pearl, right? Let's double check that this is the... Yeah. Okay. I think this is right. I know I'm so worried. Oh! I did it wrong. Okay. I guess we're gonna try the boat method. That was my one interval. That's actually pretty bad. Yeah, I kind of screwed it up. Okay. We can do the boat method. We don't have any other methods to use, right? Except, like, I don't know, getting another ender pearl, but this is so close to the right formation, but not quite. I guess it might be worth just going and getting more ender pearls, but... Wait, I don't have a way to relight nether portals. What am I doing? Oh, goodness. What the heck am I actually doing? Yeah, that's not the spot. The boat method just... You just gotta find such a specific bedrock formation. That's not it. And that's only 26, right? Yeah, that's only 26. I don't know if my pickaxe is gonna last. How do I keep doing this to myself? Hang on. Wait, that's 27. Ah! That's so close too. I highly doubt that. Yeah, nope. Okay. That 27? Okay, that's 27. Just get my brain back in the right. Hopefully after today I never need to do anything like this again, but... What is that? That's 25 only. Dang. Okay. What is this? I mean, I guess it can't be 27. That's 27. What are the odds that we could pull it off here? Like... If we make a crafting table, we make a boat. Well, we want 2 boats, actually. Okay, that's gonna, like, instantly start suffocating me. Oh! 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 That was not what I was trying to do, but... Oh, goodness. We'll take it. We'll take it. Okay. Okay. Okay, we're gonna take these corners. There we are. Okay, and then let's check the chat again. What did I say? Off and on will work like those escape room videos. I don't know. And negative 27, 16. So negative 27 is going to be this way, and then 16 is going to be this way. So that's negative 27, and that's 16. So like right here. Two, three. 1, 2, 3. Wait, I don't have a way to light another portal. I just said that earlier. What am I? Oh, what am I actually doing? Hang on. Does anything in my inventory cause fire in any way? I don't think so. So I think what we need to do, I guess, I mean, it's not the end of the world. So what we're going to do, step 1, is we're going to make a chest. Oh, the bed! That might work. That would be super clutch. Okay, hang on. So we're going to start by dropping off all my stuff, because there's a high possibility that I'll just die. And if I do just die, I'll just get back into the nether. I should craft it and make a double chest. If I do die, then I'll just make my way back into the nether, basically do this same process again. And this time make sure I bring something to light the portal. So I think the way it would need to happen is we need to like spread the fire with planks. Whoa. Yeah, whatever. So if we light it, I don't think we want to light it here, because I don't think you can have fire exactly there. But what we want to do is we just want to get planks all over the place to catch fire, and then we can try and spread it from there. Okay, so we'll just... Yo! Let's go! This has been the most clutch nether trip ever. Actually, I shouldn't have dropped everything in here. Okay, then we'll just get the rest in here. Yeah, seriously. Okay. Very, very nice. Now, please, wait. We want to... Wait. Oh, where's the cornice? Oh, I blew them up. Okay. That's right. That's right. That's fine. That's fine. Let's go! Let's freaking go. Can we get a poggers in the chat? Yeah, pog. Let's go. Okay. So that should be good to go. I'm going to go back through one more time just to convince my brain fully that we're actually working. Okay. It is a little weird to do. That's true. Hopefully we'll get some more people watching at some point. But all right, so we've got that. At some point we're going to move the nether one higher up. But we need to take a break and look at froglight farms. So let's pop over to the testing world. Oh, that reminds me. I actually need to show you. I need to show you guys something about here in the testing world that I was doing off stream. I was looking at the AFK-able farms where you actually need to be holding down a button and like standing there to do it. I worked out this whole thing right here of which farms required left click, which ones required right click, as well as which ones still worked if you were holding down the other one. For example, breeding animals. Excuse me. Breeding animals requires right click, but I put it in green because it is it also accepts it even if you're holding down left click. Like if you have the food to breed an animal, you can hold down both and move it over the animals, and you'll breed them. So I marked out which ones could accept both, which ones needed specific ones, to math out what was the best option, holding down both, holding down just left or just right. And the math seems to suggest holding down just right click. Both gets 15. Left click only gets 2, amazingly. But that's mostly because stuff like ice, it turns out, isn't going to work because of silk touch stuff. We could talk about it more at some point. But this is where I started prototyping something to AFK the right click items. So sweet berries, where you just be harvesting them like this, and then it would slot you down right here, and this is the fishing farm. And then after long enough, it would break that, which would push you off this way, and then we'd milk cows and mushrooms and whatnot, which I still haven't totally figured out how we're doing that. And I saw somewhere that brown mushrooms were supposed to give you suspicious stew. They don't seem to give me suspicious stew. I don't know if the internet was just lying to me or whatever, but whatever the case, we need to figure out froglight farms. So first off, we need to find the right biome. Wait, I don't know if we have the right biome in the actual world. We're going to pop back and figure that out real quick, actually. It's nice to have it lead into the right spot every time that I do it. Okay, so what we need is basalt deltas, ideally. Which, this is, okay, so some, oh. Okay, it's a super small basalt delta. But a basalt delta is a basalt delta. Okay, except that's pretty far. Except, I guess, it just needs to be loaded. Froglight farms just need to be loaded to work. Yeah, seriously. So, yeah, so as long as this is loaded, which obviously it is, since I can free cam to it, because if you go to areas that aren't loaded in free cam, it's just gone. So, anyway, since I can see it, that means we're good to go. We've got a basalt delta close enough. So, in here, we'll just hop to the nearest basalt delta, which, if we can just free cam to one, would be nice, but I guess I can just do a / locate biome, right? Biome, basalt deltas. Very nice. Dang. Okay, so yeah, we'll just go to like right here, which is like the middle. So what a froglight farm needs. Let's start with the collection system, honestly. This is not the search bar. Okay. So we just have a simple little storage silo. And then we need to have an area collecting from the frogs, which I think we're going to use mud. Let's say we have a 4x4 area for now. We can figure out exactly what we want later on. But if we assume we have a 4x4 area, and then mud, because mud is small enough that it is like technically short enough that items will be collected through it. So we'd have frogs on here, and then we'd want powdered snow. And we're going to use glass for the time being. We are not using glass in the actual world because that's needlessly expensive. But we'd have that there, so the frogs won't jump through the powdered snow, and this will also kill magma cubes to the right size. So we'll have blocks here. Can mobs spawn on tinted glass? I actually don't even know. Whatever the case, we'll just use some like blackstone or something for now. Okay, so I mean, yeah, I guess I'd figure. I guess they're solid blocks, not transparent ones technically, right? Like redstone wise. Are they even? Oh, they're not? So they're not solid blocks redstone wise. I think they just don't. I think they're technically transparent blocks that just don't let through light. I think that's technically how they'd be classified. Okay, then we want a little bit of a spawning platform. Like maybe that big. We could go bigger, but honestly, we don't need anything crazy. I mean, it's just us using the froglights and whatnot, so. So I think that should be a big enough spawning platform. Tinted glass doesn't allow mob spawning despite blocking all light, unlike. Yeah. So yeah, it'll block light, but mobs can't spawn in it. It's still a transparent block. I mean, just like, I mean, there's plenty of transparent blocks that block light. I'm trying to think of a good example off the top of my head. Okay, so I can't think of a good example off the top of my head, except for blocks that can also give off light, like copper bulbs are transparent blocks. Okay, and then they need to make a note on tinted glass specifically. Yeah. Now I think we need to give them 3 blocks of spawning room. So I think, yeah, we want to build it up to here. All right, so we do that, and then we just need to have extra strips of glass or slabs like this every 2 blocks, I believe, to prevent guests from spawning. Is it? How much space do magma cubes need to spawn? Let's go check the magma cube Minecraft wiki. Spawning. Okay, magma cube needs just over 2 blocks of free space to spawn. Okay. So yeah, we want to have 3 blocks tall like this. And then every 2 blocks like this we need, or every 3 blocks I guess, 2 blocks in between, we need to have a strip of glass to prevent gas from spawning. This can also be slabs though, which is probably what we'll do in the end, because it's cheaper. Okay, so I'm guessing that mob spawning is off right now. Wait, hang on. Spawn mobs. Why did they change all of the names? Okay, and then we do need to have an iron golem in the middle, so we're gonna break this. Maybe this is too small. I'm trying to remember from the last time I built froglight farm. We don't need anything huge, but like this might be too small. Maybe I could even pull up my survival world, like my survival server with friends, and see what I built there, but that's kind of a whole other tangent, honestly. Okay, let's just get iron golem. Maybe this ought to be a 5x5 hole for iron golem spawning reasons. Yeah, okay. Let's remove all this for a sec. I guess, yeah, probably just remove it all. Okay. Because if we expand the hole, we need to rebuild the circle. And of course, this is just a prototype. We're gonna wing it when we actually get into the world, but that does mean we'll need 25 buckets of powdered snow, which is kind of a lot, but okay. This is so ugly right now. But if we assume that that is how we're going to do it over here, then we just need to have an extra block here, 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 here. Wait, my brain. Wait. Oh. Yeah, that ain't right. Yeah, because it needs to add, we need to add blocks here, 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 here. Goodness gracious, what am I doing? Okay, we're just gonna start over on this. Why do I have iron blocks in my inventory? Oh, I was gonna make an iron golem. Wait, you can just spawn those with a spawn egg in creative mode. Okay, starting over on the circle. Which, honestly, we could just do a world edit command for the circle and then break the stuff right here. So if we're going 1, 2, 3, and then 4 more, that's like 8. So if we do wait. No, you just do a cylinder of quartz blocks that's 8 and 1 tall. Okay, that's 1 more than I meant it to be, but honestly, this is a pretty good size. Which I guess we'll do the same thing for the glass. Speed things up a bit. So we'll have glass And then it should be, however, it should be more out. Oh, and this should also be a hollow cylinder. And then it should be 3 tall. Okay, yeah, we can fix that real quick. Nope, that one's right. Yeah, that one. Okay, and then let's put the look at the iron golem situation figured out first. So we want to have an iron golem probably standing like right here. So let's get an iron golem spawn egg. And then we should be able to block him with like just some fence posts, right? That go like right here. Also, we could leave these here. Actually, no, we wouldn't. What? Okay, we don't want to leave those there, actually. Oh, and a block above his head. So, that. Okay, and then we just need to prevent gas from spawning. Will that still work? Will the magma cubes be able to see the iron golem if there's glass blocks like that? Okay, and I guess they don't need to be there. Kind of ugly. I guess these are probably going to be slabs. I'll just do a / replace and replace these with like bamboo slabs or something after. Which we still haven't made a bamboo farm. That might need a change soon. Let's go in here. / replace glass with bamboo bamboo slab. Okay. So with all that in mind, let's get some magma cube spawn eggs and also some frog spawn eggs. Because in theory, didn't realize I'd clipped that block. Because we'd have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then if there's a magma cube here, I don't think it can see the iron golem. Maybe? Actually, wait. Nope. Hang on. If these are gone, I think he attacks the... Yeah. Oh. Wait, no, that's fine. Okay, what if it's glass, though? Let's do the reverse of this. Because we could get glass if we need to. Why is that guy so stationary? Yep, okay. is the glass might still block their vision. It looks like if they spawn there, they're gonna go for him. That's true. I think turtle eggs is actually exclusively a zombie thing, though. Wait. Wait, okay, no, that guy's still not interested. Wait, but if we broke these 3 blocks, that should still work, right? Okay, that guy's gotten a little stuck, but we don't need those blocks there. We only really need these over with his spine. We only need these over anywhere where we're worried about gas, which are we set? Wait, hang on. Should we be worried about gas there? You know, we don't want, we'll put, just for safety reasons, we'll put a row of non-spawnable blocks here. That should still work. And we shouldn't have to worry about gas spawning at all with this setup. But we should be able to... Okay, that guy's still stuck. Shouldn't the Iron Golem be trying to kill him? Maybe he's just focused on some of those guys. I suppose ideally, even the big magma cubes should be able to go down there. Maybe we can get the Iron Golem higher up. Maybe if we do a Snow Golem, are they automatically aggroed at Snow Golems? If they're not, I'm sure... Wait, you can't have a Snow Golem in the Nether. That's not how that works. Yeah, okay, so Iron Golem does seem to be the best option. But the glass we need to put down to prevent gas from spawning is kind of annoying. I guess those don't need to be there. Those don't need to be there. Aha! Oh, he took damage though. And that's not good. What if we have these here? And then maybe like... I feel like I've seen this setup before. Where you have these on the corner as well. Wait. Is he no longer... Surely they can see through fences. Up here? I don't think the magma cubes will be able to see through slabs. That's what we were kind of seeing earlier with the blocks up here. Wait, these could probably be fences, though. Wait, hang on. Surely that would still prevent... That should prevent ghasts from spawning. But maybe it'll also... The real issue is that we need the Iron Golem to be able to hit these guys, or these guys just need to be able to die themselves. Yeah, the hole could be bigger. What I'm wondering right now is if we put, like, these things here. Because all we need to do is kill these bigger guys. So if that means that when they jump a little closer... Ah, they're not jumping a little closer. Huh? Come on. Yeah. Is that... Hitbox-wise, is he getting frozen? Oh. Yeah. Wait. Yes. Okay. I think this design should work then. It's a little ugly. But hey, we don't ever have to look at it. It just needs to do its job. That iron golem just needs to stay safe. Which I think it should. Well. Holy. Wait. Are those bigger? Oh! Okay, 1 second. Magma cube. Houston, we have a problem. Oh. We can't actually use mud blocks. Because that's makes it low enough. We actually, unfortunately, have to kill the frogs as well. I'm sorry. This, unfortunately, makes the area down here low enough that the magma cubes aren't touching the snow, the medium size. So these need to be, unavoidably, it seems, full blocks. Which means we need to do hopper minecarts, which is fine. It's just kind of annoying. Okay, but I don't think we need to do any more design work here. We're just going to take a couple screenshots that I can reference if I need to while we're building. That should be enough to get started. So we'll need to find a bunch of powdered snow. Is kind of one of the main issues here, which I guess that should probably be the same trip as hatching frogs, because that's the same area. The only potential issue with that is just inventory space, because we need 29 we need 29 buckets of powdered snow. That fills up to here with these 7 empty. So I don't know, we'll figure that out, but we'll first we can make fences out of these. We can also use that for a lot of the blocks. Actually, we know we shouldn't use that. We want to use something that isn't flammable. Okay. We don't have that much longer left in stream. I might do an overtime stream again. I did that a couple weeks ago. I would just need to grab some kind of snack first because I'm a little hungry. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to... Tons. Are we getting more gunpowder? We still haven't got more gunpowder. Okay, well, I'm actually honestly gonna hop in a pit for a minute. I'm gonna go, grab some kind of snack as well as use the bathroom, and then I think we'll try and lock in and get most of the froglight farm built. So I'll be right back. Alright. I just remembered I do have some more stuff going on today, so we can go for maybe like another 30 minutes or so. But that should be enough time to, I think, get, like... We should be able to get most everything built for the farm, I would think. But, sorry, 1 second, I just gotta check something. Yeah. This OBS looked a little weird, and I realized I think I've been doing these streams in 30 FPS, which looks kind of crap, so... I can't change it right this second, but I'll make sure to get it changed before next stream. Okay. So, what we're gonna do is... How is there an iron golem all the way over there? That might actually just be spawned from these guys talking to each other. I didn't end up grabbing a snack, actually, because I don't think I'm going to be going for that much longer, and I can just eat after. Okay, so what powdered snow. Powdered snow is what we need the tons of. But we also just need a bunch of stone of some kind, because we don't want to build this farm out of flammable blocks, I think. That would just be asking for a disaster. Only problem is, though, I don't think we have a lot of non-flammable blocks. We got to get some mason villagers, because they can just give you so many bulk blocks for quite cheap. So maybe that's what we should do. Ah, I'm so torn. What's the best option right now? Honestly, masons might be the way to go. Just you get so many blocks. Yeah, okay, you know what? Let's go get some masons. Because we can get tons of emeralds from the other guys, and then we can just... It might not be a great way to, like, spend the rest of the stream. I don't know. I really want to get something else done today, because I don't feel like we really got that much done. But there isn't a great option to do for just a little bit of time. Maybe... Yeah, we did get a lot of little things done, that's true. We got some frogs, we just haven't put them to use yet. We filled these villager guys up, but we just haven't put them to use yet. That's actually kind of creepy. We got the nether portal set up in the right place, but we're not using it yet. There's a lot of stuff that just we're not using yet, but like it's set up for when we're going to. Which is good. Like, honestly, this was a pretty productive, but... You know what? That's true. Let's see if we can get the nether portal chunk loader. Because that will be useful, and we won't... It's not going to be a, you know... It's not just setting up for a later project like everything else we've done today. We're going to hang out with the villagers. Which, now that they stare across the hall at the other villagers, this is actually so creepy. Okay, I'm just gonna look it up real quick. Nether portal chunk loader for 26.1. Okay, I guess a YouTube tutorial will probably be fine. Let me just make sure I mute it. Okay, so you typically, it looks like you want to do minecarts. Do you just have minecarts go back and forth? Wait, this might be super easy. Oh yeah, no, it's just minecarts. That's so easy. Dang. I don't know why I haven't been doing this forever. Okay. Oh, it's night now. Wait, I hear a slime. That would actually be nice to have a little more slime on hand. Alright. Okay, now let's actually finish skipping the night. Okay, so we just need to make 2 nether portals, which, oh my gosh, getting obsidian. But we just need to make 2 nether portals that lead to each other, of course. And then we'll send a minecart going back and forth between them. And then that's it. So we need 10 obsidian. 1. We'll just go tear down some more of those nether portals over there. And I think what we'll probably do is we'll use the coordinate calculator again to find where we want it in the overworld, and then we'll actually build it on the nether side, because then we can just do it on the nether roof, which will just make it easier, I think. So that makes this will be 3. That was 4. I should probably just have my hotbar so I don't have to keep track in my head how many I have, but we probably have to mine like the whole nether portal. 5. Hang on, that'll be 6, 7, 8, 9. Ah, man, we'll be 1 away. It's a little painful, but honestly, there's another nether portal in the nether side that we'll just steal one from. The one that's broken. But it'll be nice to just have this thing gone. It's a little ugly. Okay, so that's 9 obsidian. I need to remember to bring flint and steel. But yeah, let's get let's get coordinates in the overworld, and then we'll be plugging those into a calculator. So we probably want it to be like directly beneath the iron farm. I think that's ideal. Which will mean the iron farm will be the most annoying place to be sound-wise, because it'll have ambient nether portal sounds and iron golem dying sounds. But, okay, I really need to figure out why the frick that's happening. Yeah, we'll slowly be building a symphony right here. Okay, so the coordinates are negative... Oh, I guess we want to be careful. Otherwise, it might spawn the nether portal up there. So let's check the chunks. How exactly did we see... It loads the chunk it's in plus what again? I'm not sure I remember. It would be funny. That is true. That is a good point. Okay, hang on. So I think... wait. Okay. It's always weird. So I think 3 by 3. So the chunk it's in plus the ones around it. So I was kind of hoping that it wouldn't. Okay, so where those red lines are. So this chunk, that would envelop our entire farm if it was in this chunk. And that's probably ideal. So once again, let's just turn this on, just to make sure that we're going to get everything fine. So it just needs to be like right here. So negative 118 and negative 8. Negative 118 and negative 8. So on the nether side, we want to build that at negative 15 and negative 1. Negative 15, negative 1. I'm going to write that down. That's pretty easy to remember, but nonetheless. And that's also going to be the type of area where we're going to be building... No, not right there. My brain is... Never mind. Which hopefully that's far enough away from our other nether portal that we're not getting linkage issues. I don't think so. I'd figure. Okay, yes, we got to get one more obsidian on the other side. Oh, we need some blocks to actually make the portal. Just like you. First, is that obsidian? Negative 16, no, negative 15, negative 1. So, yeah, this way. Wait. So, like, right here. Yeah, that looks like it's far enough away that we're not going to get portal linkage issues. And in theory, fingers crossed, let's go. I mean, I was pretty sure it was going to be right because there's normal calculation thing going on here. But still, let's go. Okay, so now we just need to go get some minecart stuff, which... Uh-oh. We actually may or may not have enough stuff for that. We need powered rail. So we need gold. I really gotta clear out all these trees at some point. It's such a hassle to get through here. Okay. That might be enough gold, actually. Wait, yeah, no, that's totally enough gold. In fact, I don't think we even need these. I think we just need 6 gold ingots. Like some redstone dust. And a stick, I think. It's been a hot minute. Okay. Wait. I don't know, why doesn't it have power grow? Isn't it just like that? What? Like that? Yeah. Okay, I don't know why that wasn't on the list for some reason. Okay, and then we just need to make 2 levers. Which I guess we could do redstone torches, but levers. And then we need a minecart, but we'll go back over to the iron farm to make that. Okay, that's everything. Dang. These are actually pretty darn easy. So we'll get 5 iron. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Crafting table. We'll go that way. Nothing lures iron golems, right? Because you can lure mobs with turtle eggs or villagers or iron golems and whatnot, but I don't think you can lure iron golems. I don't think anything does that. I know it doesn't need to have this, but it would give me peace of mind. Okay, we're gonna sleep first. You literally lure the... Stop watching me. You... that's the whole point of... Let us never speak of this moment again. Oh my gosh. Wait, the other way. Okay. And then bam. Aha. Okay. That should keep our iron farm loaded. Can we get a hostile mob quickly up there? Probably not quickly. But like, because if there's just one like hanging out right here, so the only way they could get there was in the quote unquote get there would be to go down into the water, but they wouldn't actually get there. That would be good. Alright. I think that's everything for today then. Yeah, you know, we got enough stuff done today. Of course, it was a lot of little things, but it was a lot of little things. We're going to be well set up to get a froglight farm going next time and whatnot. So, yeah. All right. That's not the escape button. All right. Thank you for stopping by, and I'll see you next week.